Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Rambling About Wrestling podcast. I'm your host, Nick Pearl, and this weekend was freaking nuts. I went to not one, but two wrestling shows this week. I went on Friday to House of Glory down in Jamaica, New York, and last night I went to GCW. I went to Bloodsport, baby, down in Brooklyn, and these two shows were just phenomenal. Let me talk first about my experience at the House of Glory show. We had general admission, $20 tickets. We go in, we can sit fifth row or stand anywhere behind. Show started at 7, we got there at 6. So we sit down. They're saying that Zilla Fatu was going to be doing a meet and greet, but he wasn't there yet. So I said, I guess he's not doing his meet and greet right now. So I went with my friend Velarde, and we're sitting there, we're looking around. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of our eyes, we see this guy. I said, "Is that Prince Nana?" I turned to Velarde. He goes, "I think that's Prince Nana." And for those of you guys that know me, I freaking love Prince Nana. So I said, "Screw it." I said I wasn't gonna do any meet and greets. Wasn't gonna spend any extra money than I had to. We got up. We walked over there to see if it was Nana, and 100%. It was the one and only Prince Nana. There was 4 people online for this meet and greet. They didn't announce that he was even doing anything. He was just kind of there, just chilling, talking to people. So we go on the line. We paid for our picture. I got a signature. I'm going to hang it up in my room or down here in the office. Not too sure. And we did the dance with him. It was incredible. He was such a nice guy. And Nana, if you're watching this, thank you again so much for making my whole night. It was just a really great experience. Thank you for being such a cool guy. Not only that, we got the dance. We got pictures. I got his signature. I go to walk away, and then I guess he must have been security. I forget what his name was. He gives me this flyer for Prince Nana coffee, and he says, "Look, if you buy one of Nana's coffee right now off of the website and show him proof, he will follow you on the spot on Instagram or whatever social media you want." I said, "Oh, okay." So right away, I bought some, I think I got caramel espresso. And I don't even drink coffee, so let's hope my mom and everybody else in my house will enjoy this. I bought it, showed Nana, comes dancing over to me, and he followed the podcast page. So we got one celebrity on here, guys. This is good. We're building up finally. Building up, getting up, moving up in the world. They start off with a good old-fashioned battle royal, and I literally knew nobody in this match.
A battle royal? Oh, baby. I love a good old-fashioned battle royal, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The thing about House of Glory is that it's a bunch of up-and-coming wrestlers. That amazing Red, he'll coach, he'll train, and then they put him on these shows to give them exposure, to get them to help and understand what their characters are and what they should be. So it was very interesting to see some of these guys. There were this one guy or this tag team. They came out and they were like on every single segment. The winner of the Battle Royal gets a championship opportunity whenever they want. So the matches that really stand out to me from this show, because again, this was like a last minute purchase going to HOG. Didn't really know what the match card was, and the card changed from the time that I bought the tickets and walked in. Gringo Loco in a matchup against Kevin Knight from New Japan, and they had an incredible finishing sequence, finishing spot off the top rope. You got Gringo Loco and you got Kevin Knight balancing each other up there. Kevin Knight goes for a Hurricane Rano off the top, Frankenstein or whatever you want to call it. But Gringo freaking catches him and just powerbombs him down through the ring. That got one of those big screams out of me. And that might have been the only time that night that I actually got that scream out of me. Mike Santana, all of a sudden since leaving AEW, this guy is a huge star. This guy comes out, crowd goes nuts for him. It's him versus Steve Macklin in a street fight. And this match had one of the best spots, if not had the single best spot I've ever seen in any wrestling show live. Steve Macklin and Santana are on the top rope. They hit a superplex. Macklin gets up, puts him on his shoulders, drives him through one of the, not tables, drives him through a door that's in the corner of the ring. Beautiful, delicious. But that's not all. After that, Macklin picks him back up, puts him on the top rope down in the Tree of Woe, where Macklin goes over to the other door that was set up. Macklin goes to run and do a spear into the corner, but Santana has a chair. So Santana throws the chair at Macklin, hits him square in the head. Macklin's knocked. Santana gets up, puts a power bomb through the other door that's on the other side of the ring. Santana runs away, runs back, and does a freaking cannonball into Macklin. But it was like full on massive. Just lands right on top of him with this. Santana ends up picking up the win. So freaking exciting. We were going nuts. I loved every second of this. After one of the matches, me and Velarde are looking through the HOG website to see when the next show is, because this was fun. We were interested in going to the next one. Velarde goes, Nick, they say Joe Hendry's coming here? I said, that's so strange. They didn't announce anything. I kid you not, like 30 seconds later.
Yeah, it's all right.
Never bought tickets so fast in my entire life for anything. $30 tickets. We're sitting on the stage right where the wrestlers walk out. So we'll be right next to Joe Hendry, clapping it up, having a good time. Someone who I feel should be signed to a major company. I thought she was an AW. I guess she's not. Megan Bayne. I don't really know what her contract status is. Megan Bayne hits a tombstone pile driver to win the championship in a mega squash. And Megan Bayne is a star. I'm telling you right now. Her versus Charlotte will feed families for a very long time. Please, someone sign this woman. If you're in AEW already, put her on TV. If she's not with the company anymore, get her back. But you can wait a little bit because she just won the HOG Women's Championship, and I want to see her again in September. So give her a few months. The main event. Amazing Red going up against the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland. And Swerve, always really fun to see live. Not coming out doing his dance. I said, I met him. But Swerve comes out. Match starts off slow. Amazing Red exits the ring. Swerve cuts a promo saying how he's letting his students down, to which Amazing Red decides to cook.
Better off if they weren't dealing with you.
Here we go. Time to cook! Time to cook!
From there, they put on a banger match, and I got one of the best angles of Swerve doing his swerve kick that out of any wrestling move I've ever seen. I think it was the best angle I've gotten at a wrestling show. It was just so awesome. And Swerve and Amazing Red put on an amazing match. This was the match that made me want to go see the show, and I was not disappointed. Very, very glad that I went. And we will be attending the next one. I have also acquired an HOG t-shirt that I'm not wearing right now. I wore it to the GCW show. So moving on to Bloodsport. Oh, this view is phenomenal. If I thought the HOG view was great, and we were fifth row, we were blocked by a lot of stuff. This view, oh, you could see everything. I think sitting the balcony was better than sitting front row, because people that were sitting front row, they couldn't see what was on the other side of the ring. All the wrestlers come out. They have the match order. They all come out. They're standing next to each other. So you know exactly what you're going to get. Matches that stood out to me from this show. The Creeds looked incredible, especially Julius. Brutus was good, but Julius's match went on first. And they both had the same finish with that running clothesline.
He's up! He's up! Oh! Oh!
Please keep the Creeds doing Bloodsport. Keep them showing up in GCW. They need to show the world how good they really are. Because since they've been called up, they really haven't done much. This is the opportunity for WWE to use GCW to make video packages to show how brutal the boys can be. The fight of the night. Mike Bailey versus Akira. It only lasted a couple of minutes, but these guys went ham on each other. When Mike Bailey comes out to Brass Monkey,
That funky monkey!
you know it's going to be good. Mike Bailey, Akira, never slowed down, constantly going at each other. There was a point where Mike Bailey punched Akira in the eye, and Akira starts bleeding. He was bleeding out. And then they went right to the finish, where Mike Bailey just kicked him in the head when Akira goes down. Best fight of the night. I also posted the video of the knockout onto Instagram and Twitter. Speedball himself actually liked it on Twitter. Alright, this is me in the future now, and Akira also viewed my story. So I didn't want to leave that out. So I feel very accomplished that I've been noticed by not just Prince Nana, because I paid money for coffee, but also by Speedball. Out of both of these shows that I attended, which one did I enjoy the most? Bloodsport. HOG was fun. Bloodsport was crazy. Just the crowds. The crowds make the whole show. And the HOG show, it was a much bigger crowd, more spaced out, more people attended, but I couldn't really see the whole thing because of the seating. You go to GCW, you go to Bloodsport, much smaller crowd. A lot smaller, actually. But the crowd was hot the entire night. Everybody chanting, everybody screaming. When you're able to sit there and appreciate exactly what's going on in front of you, like me and this guy next to me, there was this family of three, the husband, the wife, and the son. I was sitting next to the husband. Me and him, we're chilling there, laying back. We got our phones up. We're just giggling. People behind us would say something funny. He would giggle at it. I would giggle. He'd giggle at me giggling, and I'd giggle at him giggling at me. So me and him, we were just chilling. Really, really fun. I'm not saying HOG wasn't good. I'm just saying I enjoyed the atmosphere more at Bloodsport. So this weekend, really, really fun. One of the most fun weekends I've had in a very long time. I really needed it this week. Let me tell you, I really, really did. I'm very excited to go to my next HOG show. I am very excited to go meet Joe Hendry coming up. I'm excited to go to the next MLW show where I'm sitting front row yet again. And I'm very excited to go to AEW Grand Slam. Still didn't buy those tickets, waiting for the cheap seats to open up. But we got a lot of wrestling, a lot of live wrestling coming up that I cannot wait to watch and attend. So I've been your host, Nick Pearl, and me and Prince Nana, we're gonna dance you guys out. I swear, yes.
Come along and throw your cares away. We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that